It's time for Cutting Edge Consciousness with Freeman Michaels and Barnet Bain. Thought-provoking discussions and bold ideas from the edge of possibility.
Robert, you were saying something really important. Barnet had made the point that while he has an inspired piece sort of operating, he also has this other piece operating that's really concerned with survival, concerned with needs, sort of, dragging, if you will, the better intended part of him down a little bit. And what you said, which I want to get right to, is great. We know that these two pieces are operating, but how do we stay with the part of us that we want to promote? And you were going to give us some practical ideas of how to do that.
Right, and we're talking about that idea of high intention and low attachment. And
exactly.
Again, Barnett's example is beautiful because he has this amazing project, and it's going to make a huge difference in the world, and it's going to have a huge positive impact on his own life, and it's really easy to drift into that realm of, I need this to happen. Mm-hmm. But it's that needing energy, that desperation energy, is where we lose the connection to the law of attraction, to our ability to draw the resources to us. Mm-hmm. And what I wanted to share before we moved on was that the very best way, in my experience, to maintain that place of high intention and low attachment, to not drift into the realm of needing, is the concept of gratitude and appreciation. And in Barnett's example, if he simply, in that place of being so excited and so passionate about this goal and this intention and this project, if he pauses and remembers the blessings that he has in his own life, that he has this amazing life now, and literally maintains the intention but lets go of any attachment of needing it to happen, this is where the magic really happens. And the degree to which people are able to do that is the degree to which it gets easy. And, we get the stories of, you won't believe what happened, and you won't believe who called, and, things just falling into place easily and effortlessly is when we're in that place of high intention and low attachment.
Yeah, it's so brilliant because it's very easy, in my experience, to go down the road of how everything could go terribly wrong, for example. I mean, just what you started with, your mantra of it doesn't need to be so difficult. Immediately there's a part inside of me that I'm aware of that's very attached to it being difficult. In other words, there's a part of me vested in it being difficult. And it's almost as if I can hold that in my awareness and my consciousness and yet still promote that, yes, I know that part of me exists, but I'm really willing, and in the form of mantra even, that it's a repeated way of reminding ourselves and contextualizing what we want to lead with, right?
Well, with the gratitude that Robert's talking about, and also the understanding that those pieces are there, and not to go to war with them, as we began the show.
Yes.
But to hold them in a context and be compassionate and understanding to ourselves. It also begins to foster compassion for others. So that is beautiful and powerful advice, Robert. And from there, we want to move forward for our audience to the inspired action piece.
Well, and it's a perfect transition, because when we kind of raced through those first steps and got a good example of how powerful they are with your example, but if we have that level of clarity about who we really are, and we're clear about our intentions, we're tapped into those feelings and emotions, we're able to let go of the attachments that get in our way, we act from a very different place. In the context of my work, whenever I'm doing a presentation and outlining this work or sharing this with people, what I'll finish with is pointing out that what most people do is they start with my step number 2, and they phrase it in a way that really focuses on lack and scarcity. They say, what do I want? What's missing? What do I want? Rather than what am I intending to attract? And then they jump right into my step number 5, which is taking action. And these are the people that we see that are, they're working hard and putting a lot of effort into it and using their willpower and struggling in many ways and maybe even creating results. But we look at them and see, are they really creating the experience that they want of life? And are they really creating results that last? And in most cases, I say no, that they're not.
That's great. I say, what would be fun? More and more, as I become older, as I become a little wiser, I am motivated by what would be fun and what would generate a sense of fun and well-being for myself, for other people as well, but what would be fun.
Right. And this is the feeling and emotion piece behind any intention that we set, behind any goal we have, is how will it feel. And it's wonderful for people to achieve the goals that they set. But what I set as even a more realistic and attainable goal is to get a result that creates the feeling and emotion that we want behind that goal, or something even better. Because if someone sets out to earn $1 million so that they'll be satisfied, but they end up meeting their ideal life partner, and that creates satisfaction for them, are they going to be disappointed? No, because they've got the experience that they really want to have.
So here on our show, we talk about that a great deal. We make the distinction, as it's made in art, that form follows function, and that the outward appearance of things, whether it's the $1 million, to cite your example, that's the form. The function is the quality of the experience, and if that can be realized inside of a beautiful relationship, then the function has been served, and the form shows up as a gift from
that becomes the expression. So the expression becomes the $1 million. The expression becomes the film, but the expression is, when it's rooted, if you will, in this quality, and that's what we're generating, and that's what we're promoting, then the opportunity to really be fulfilled is there, versus that external image of what we think we want, but we're not really connected to why we want it. Which it goes back really to the first sort of piece is, who am I, what am I rooted in, and what really promotes my fulfillment and happiness that I can then find expressions for in the world.